As an institution, the Inquisition employs relatively few staff, especially compared to the vast bureaucracy that is the Administratum. Instead, most of the Inquisition's endeavors are carried out by individual Inquisitors, or by groupings of such and their retinues of acolytes. Over time, some of these groupings become more or less formalized, establishing their own traditions and spheres of influence, and while some members move on, others join. Even where very formalized and well-established inquisitorial bodies exist, such as the Ordos Calixis of the Calixis sector, it is important to remember that these are not controlled by some central body, but by the will of their own members. In the main, Inquisitors rely not on large groups of functionaries and staff to carry out their mission, but upon their own devices. Although groups like the Ordos Calixis do maintain significant numbers of support staff, most Inquisitors look to their own tried and trusted allies to accomplish any given task. While plenty of them work alone and unencumbered, others gather their own personal households. Throughout his career, an Inquisitor is likely to amass a great wealth of personal assets. There is little they cannot requisition by dint of their position, from sidearms to starships. Wealth is a petty triviality to an Inquisitor, and currency irrelevant to them. Others handle such things on their behalf. Given the nature of the factional infighting that besets the Inquisition, much of an Inquisitor's assets are kept secret, sometimes even from his closest allies, lest they become a target for his rivals. It is common for Inquisitors operating in a defined locality to establish permanent holdings, bases of operation to which they can return for rest and recuperation. While most maintain a residence in one of the inquisitorial fortresses, such as the Tricorn Palace on Scintilla, few would rely on the security of such places should they come into conflict with a rival. Instead, an Inquisitor employs a network of agents to purchase for him what facilities he feels he needs, from run-down hive shanties to the most luxurious of spiremancies. Such holdings may be attended by a permanent staff, often unaware of the true nature of their duties. Many safe houses are maintained for decades or even centuries at a time, attended by several generations of house serfs, only to be used once, when most needed, as a place of refuge. Then, the safe house may be forgotten, its existence compromised, its security and secrecy never to be relied upon again. Some Inquisitors maintain stockpiles of weaponry and other equipment, some held in gene-locked stasis vaults, others buried out in the wilderness. Should the Inquisitor come into possession of tainted artifacts, such as demon weapons or xenos tech, he may decide to secret them away, far from the judgmental eyes of his peers, lest they be used as evidence for some imagined heresy. In addition to such holdings, many maintain an entire household of staff and retainers. Those of a more martial standing may amass a small private army of troopers drawn from the ranks of the Astra Militarum and other arms of the Imperium's sprawling military machine. An Inquisitor who requisitions the services of a Tempestus Scion's platoon is unlikely to feel any compulsion to return the troops to their former command when his immediate need for them has passed. Many hold on to such warriors, marshal for future deployment. Such forces may in time develop their own traditions and histories, and wear with pride the heraldry of their master. The Inquisitor's untold powers allow the force to be equipped with such weapons and war gear as would be unobtainable to a conventional line unit, making them the envy of their former colleagues when their paths occasionally cross. As the most important arm of the Imperial government dedicated to ensuring the security of the Imperium of Man, the authority of the Inquisition technically supersedes all others, including, in theory, a High Lord of Terra or even a chapter master of the Adeptus Astartes. Thus, Inquisitors have access to an almost limitless variety of Imperial resources that allow them to act in full strength against any threats they perceive to the Emperor's domain. Despite this comprehensive legal authority, experienced Inquisitors seeking the assistance of the Space Marines or the knowledge and resources of an Archmagos of the Adeptus Mechanicus have learned to act with discretion towards such powerful Adeptar of the Imperium. Uniquely, Inquisitors have been known to use a wide variety of artifacts and war gear throughout their careers as a result of such heavy interaction with the other Adeptar of the Imperium, and even xenos cultures. Despite their seemingly powerful capabilities, even the Inquisition may not be able to fight back a rampant and well-rooted infection of chaos or unusually powerful xenos force like a Tyranid hive fleet. On worlds where such infections have been discovered, an Inquisitor may condemn the planet to exterminatus, the ultimate Imperial sanction which is granted only to an Inquisitor or Space Marine officer to unleash upon a world. To truly understand chaos is to be consumed by it, and such dealings with the horrors of the warp often require a near heretical interaction with the forces of chaos by a given Inquisitor, especially among the members of the Ordo Malleus and the Ordo Hereticus. To effectively battle and exterminate chaos, some, especially those of the radical persuasion, believe that they must fully understand and tinker with its workings in order to fight it more effectively. However, such actions are either deemed heresy by Puritan Inquisitors or cause the Inquisitors themselves to fall victim to the corruption of chaos. Such individuals are named excommunicate traitores by their fellow Inquisitors, and as such will be hunted down and destroyed at the first opportunity, like all such enemies of the Emperor.